Hello, our viewers. I wish to welcome you to yet another episode of My Story Talk Show. And this is a show where we talk about real life stories to inspire and motivate people. And today we are going to actually be joined by the founder of My Story Talk Show. This is Madam Promise Mansa. Madam, how are you?
Fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing very well. Welcome to My Story Talk Show.
Thank you very much.
Well, today we are hosting you.
Sure.
The topic that we're going to be dealing with this whole month is a topic of relationships, and in this we're going to deal with a number of issues. Today, to start with, we are going to talk about love and heartbreak, and I'm so excited that you are the one who is joining us.
Sure.
Yeah, but maybe before we go in the deep down with the story, try to give us a brief of your understanding. What is love according to you?
Well, love, as it is, it just by hearing love, the word, okay, love is really broad. It's wide and broad. That's what I can say. But with what I understand, love, it's just a deep affection that you have for someone. Yeah, or maybe where you find pleasure in something, in the affection that you develop for someone.
Well, I like the definition. Allow me to be petty a little bit for the sake of my viewers. Have you ever fallen in love?
Yeah, I have.
How did it go?
Okay, first, how it started, this is, it's more like love comes as a process. It's not like where you just wake up one day and say, I'm in love with this person. Yeah, so it goes with time. Love grows. It's more like a process. It grows in. You're supposed to water it, right? Yeah, so with time, I remember that was 2021.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's this guy that we met, we used to talk, got to know each other, became friends and all that. Then eventually you just find yourself that you like the person, you feel like you found a lot of interesting about the person. Yeah, because what I've understood love to be, love is not something that you get to be affected with, maybe with the outside part.
Okay.
In as much as the outside part matters, but I think it's more about the character, the attitude of the person, how that person reasons, and the behavior, of course.
The behavior of the person.
Yes.
Okay, she has dealt with this matter, and we are also talking about heartbreak. And I'm going to be direct with this one. Hope you'll be comfortable. Have you ever been heartbroken before?
Yeah, I have. Okay, so it's more like it's now connected here.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
now here is a story of mine. Here is my story. So there was this one time I fell in love with this guy. Getting to grow together, you find that there are a lot of things that you might have in common with that person, and you wish that you were to spend your entire life with that person. Yeah, but with how life is, you find that maybe the way you thought, how I perceived my future to be, and how I visioned myself to be with that person, or my relationship with that person, and turned out to be different. Love should be mutual. It has to be 50-50. If you love me, I have to love you back. Not in the situation where if I love you and you don't love me, then love can never go that way. So you find yourself that you're making a lot of sacrifices, then all is going in vain. If the person is not weighing how much sacrifice you're putting in that. Yeah, so I've been heartbroken once.
Wow. That's so emotional.
Sure.
And you make me begin to see you as a very matured person, going by the way you've articulated this. And how did you handle it? Because we are seeing you as a very strong lady that we are following in My Story Talk Show.
Well, at first it was bad. Honestly, man, at Chan, at heartbreak, like a report you can,
Okay.
you find
So
yourself.
what just there? What she's saying is that a heartbreak is more painful than a slap. Hey, okay, let's go.
So at first, honestly, I didn't take it very well. I felt like this is not happening. I couldn't believe it was happening, because here is a person that I truly loved.
Yeah.
A person that you've entrusted with your heart. A person that you visioned, you've made a lot of plans with, and you find that just waking up today, you can't believe, because the whole day I used to spend my time waiting for his call, that maybe he's going to call someday, or check up a message box, maybe he's going to text and be like, maybe baby, let's get back together, or maybe let's fix these things. But no. So you find that every night every night is just so cold, you feel lonely, the silence comes from nowhere. Even when it's noisy, you find that there's silence, you end up crying. But later on, I just got to accept the situation. I was like, no, this happens, and I'm not the first person to go through this situation. And moreover, it's for a good reason, because for the person that you love can set someone free. So if I thought myself, if I really love that person, then I have to let go of him, instead of maybe just trying to go over and over on him. If I love, because it's not like I was obsessed or what, because it's only obsession that can cause you not to let go of a person.
Wow.
Yeah, so I accepted the situation and tried to find the best in me. What can I? So I started thinking of some other things to keep me busy. Yeah, it's really hard to let go of the memories. This is a situation, you find yourself in a situation that even when you're just trying to eat something, some kind of food, to remind you of that person.
Appetite goes.
You just put on a certain dress, you find yourself remembering that person.
Oh, yeah, exactly,
Everything's just like
exactly.
you find your whole world is just turned upside down.
Exactly. Okay.
Yeah.
I like the point where you said if you love this person and then you got to be willing to let them go, and you've just reminded me of somebody who told me something to say, when you love somebody, your love must not be selfish towards those people.
Yeah, of course.
It must be after what makes them happy. So if what makes them happy is not being with you, then so be it, so that they
course,
continue
yeah,
to be happy.
definitely.
But you still continue to look like a very strong person, and it's a sign that you've actually gotten to move and to get to find new things, like you said, of doing. But life continues, and it has to continue.
Life goes on.
Have you regained your trust to men, or maybe you've joined the bandwagon of ladies who said, "Oh, men are the same.
trash."
Oh, men are trash." She said, "Okay, yeah, but how did you get that trust back to men?"
Okay, so the funny part, what happens is this: the people you love, honestly, they don't love you, and the people you don't love are the ones who love you.
Okay.
So it used to happen in a way that here I was chasing after some guy who I really loved. Then there was someone behind me who was like chasing after me as well. Yeah, so you find that I was ignoring this person all this while, and I was blinded by the love of the other guy. So after all the incident happened, then I got to think, I was like, I stayed for some months, of course, it took some time, and I started thinking like, look at the person, regardless of how bad I treated this person, he was still there for me. He made efforts and sacrifices. So I decided to give it a try, and like, okay, if the person that maybe it's good to find someone who loves you more than someone you really love, because you can love them back. You can love them equally through their treatment, how good they treat you, and how good they've been to you. You can pay them back instead of you giving to someone. They're not even thinking of paying back to you. So as an individual, maybe it's better you find someone who loves you, then you love them equally. You love them back, rather than having you loving someone. They're not even sure if they're going to love you one day. What if they don't? What if they just find someone else they would love? So yeah, I entrusted I got to regain my trust in guys after this whole situation, because I knew that even though such a situation had happened, there was someone who would maybe accept me the way I am, someone who would love me the way I am. Yeah, and that's how I still trust. I trust the guy.
Well, this is so interesting. I'm so excited. At least she has articulated a number of matters that have brought out her intelligence and maturity in the way she looks at matters. We've seen a lot of people resorting to drug abuse, committing suicide, but this is something that you came out of. And because of this, I would want us to conclude this show with the question, how do you basically get to advise people, given an opportunity that are in love, people that are planning to get in love, because these are natural things that they should expect. Yeah, what's your advice to them?
Okay, so my advice to the viewers is that it's just a matter of accepting the situation. This is just part of life. Whether with that person or without, remember that person just met them along the way. You've been always with yourself all this time. And I understand the fact that it really hurts, especially for some of those who have been, maybe you've even introduced the person to your parents. Then you find your parents have been asking about the person, how is he? Then you don't even have a word to tell them, say, no, we broke up and all this. It's really hard. But I would encourage you viewers to say, stay focused with yourself. Prioritize yourself as be first in whichever thing that you're doing. Because without you, then there's no you. And with that person, there is still you. So just, there is someone out there who loves you, someone who can accept you, someone who is going to appreciate everything that you're going to be doing for them. So don't lose trust, don't lose your way, trying to engage yourself in substance abuse, trying to think of suicidal thoughts and all those things. No, just always have faith in yourself. You can make it and you are strong.
Well, Madam Promise Sponsor, thank you so much for showing on the show. Well, viewers, we come to the end of our show. Today, we were blessed to have the founder of My Story Talk Show, Madam Promise Sponsor, who has got to share with us her story of love and heartbreak and how she got to move on. Look forward to next week, yet another episode within the topic of relationships. You can go on our Facebook page, get to follow our page and subscribe to our YouTube channel, because that's where we get to post our videos. From me and the production crew, it's bye-bye for now. Thank you.